Hello there. In their desperation, the Remainer MPs are really working overtime at trying to stop Brexit, aren't they? Not content with the Hilary Benn amendment going through yesterday to stop the Queen proroguing Parliament during the run-up to a no-deal Brexit, we now have another plot that attempts to use the Queen in another way to stop a no-deal Brexit happening. According to the BBC, senior Tories seeking to block a no-deal Brexit are examining a radical plan involving the Queen, Newsnight has learned. And the idea is to use an humble address to the Queen, asking her to intervene to stop us leaving on the 31st of October. Now, this humble address device has been used before during the Brexit lawmaking process to force the government to release the contents of secret reports on the economic impact of Brexit on the UK, as well as Brexit-related legal advice. And the BBC goes on to say, if passed, the address would say that if the new Prime Minister ignored a vote rejecting no deal, the Queen would be asked to exercise her right as head of state to travel to the next EU summit. Under their plan, she would then request an extension to the Article 50 process. Talk about politicising the UK monarchy, and surely it breaches all the protocols on keeping our Queen well away from political matters. But the Remain side are now so used to trashing our constitution in one way or another to first get us into the EU, then keep us there, that taking another lump out of it won't matter to them one jot. It seems that these Tory Remainers are worried that either Boris Johnson will just ignore a vote in the House of Commons against a no deal, or that he might go one further by being belligerent enough with other EU leaders that they just let us go. Now, under the EU treaties, either the head of state or the head of government can attend EU meetings and negotiate. So if Boris, as Prime Minister and head of government, refuses to do so, then these Remainers hope that they can get the Queen to do it instead. So what are these MPs going to do? Get Parliament to instruct Her Majesty to go to Brussels and do some dirty dealing? What if the EU 27 leaders don't just roll over and hand us an extension, but want something in return? What's the Queen meant to do? Duck and dive like Arthur Daly or Del Boy Trotter? Or maybe report back to Parliament before taking their instructions back to Brussels? This just gets sillier. But a Tory who's involved in this told the BBC that this was being examined seriously. Now, the Parliament website says, the opposition sometimes table a motion in the form of a humble address on opposition days. A humble address is a message to the Queen. It's used, amongst other things, to call for papers from departments headed by a Secretary of State. So using an humble address to ask the Queen for her to effectively act as the government does seem a bit beyond its scope, don't you think? And my message to those MPs still trying to pursue a minority interest is, if the Queen can't interpose on behalf of the majority of voters by proroguing Parliament, then she shouldn't be expected to board Eurostar to hop over to Brussels and help you lot sell the nation off to the EU. Anyway, what do you think? Please share and comment, and thank you for watching. Please do like and share this video. And also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching.